So real quickly, I just wanted to make a video on how I'm running the plumbing for this pond. So if you guys haven't seen my other videos, here's the pond. Go check out the rest to see how I built it. But this video is gonna be just on the plumbing of it. So the pond's been running for about a month and a half. I've been running just off one pump so far. And this pump on the left goes to the wetland filter on that side. So what I've been working on lately has been this filter, which is pretty much done. Just got to get the plumbing done. So what I'm going to do is basically I've got to start with my plumbing coming out of my pondless vault here. And what that's going to be is I've got here a clapper valve. So water can only go up through it. So if the pumps were turned off, the water pressure would shut this clapper valve in here, and I'm not going to lose all the water that's in my plumbing. So I'll hook that up. That'll be run. I'm going to go over top of the liner instead of going through the liner, because I don't necessarily trust myself to make a hole in the liner and seam it appropriately. So I'm just going to run that line across here, and it'll come into my pump right here. These are both variable speed pumps. They run up to, I think it's 7,900 gallons per hour, which gives me plenty of flow. So from there, the water is sent up through the discharge. I went with 2-inch pipe instead of 3-inch on the discharge on this one, just because of the space I was working with. If I could, I would have gone with 3-inch, but the distance this pipe has to travel to this filter is much less than to that filter. So less distance means less friction loss. So the 2-inch versus 3-inch shouldn't make much of a difference at all. So it goes up, I bring it down here. I do run some 3-inch pipe along the pipe from the other filter, and then I had to bring it down to 2-inch right here. And this was not part of the plan, but there is a piece of metal pipe, or just a metal, I don't know, just scrap metal right through here that wouldn't allow me to run my 3-inch pipe under this piping here. So I brought it down to 2-inch. And now this is then sent to the jets. So I tee these off. You can see here I've got a 2-inch ball valve. Same thing with the plumbing on this side, and it comes down through here into the pond. And then I have jets that are run. I've got 2 jets on this side and 3 jets that run along this side to help with flow. So the water then is teed off, goes to here, and then I've got another ball valve here, and this one will bring half. It'll allow me to decide how much water I want to go to the bottom of the filter. So this pipe will go down to the bottom where it's going to percolate up through all this gravel, and then the rest of it is wide off here, and it goes up to my pondless, or I'm sorry, my waterfall vault. So in here I'll have a filter pad, which will help filter some of the water coming through, and then I'm going to make a little waterfall that's going to come off into the filter. Now the reason I'm doing that instead of sending all the water to the bottom of the filter is you don't want to have too much pressure flowing up through the bottom, because you want that water to kind of percolate up slowly. So this allows me to control that a little bit more. So I'll have a little waterfall coming through here, and then unlike my other filter, I decided to try to make this one look a little bit more like a stream. and brought this gravel in along the side here, so this should flow through here. What I'll do in this section is just plant this up with some plants, and you shouldn't see any water above this point. It should just look like gravel, and then the water will come through the weir here, maybe a little bit of a fall here, a little bit of a fall here, and then the largest of the falls will be this one right here, where it'll split off, hopefully come through here, maybe a little bit here, trickling onto this rock, and then eventually come back into the pond. Make sure I don't fall off here, but it'll split through here and fall back into the pond. Another thing I've been having to do is bring this weir. So the weir stone, if you guys aren't familiar, that's going to be where the water is flowing over to enter the pond. So this rock here had a natural high side on this side, and then it dropped down. Now what I did is this was too tall, and I would have had to build the sides of my stream up too high. So what I am doing is chiseling and grinding down the middle of this so that the water will flow into the pond through this. So that's kind of what we've got going so far. Once I get this running, I'm gonna do a fire pit area over in this area, and then everything should be up and running. Tuck in all my liner, all that good stuff, and just finish with some landscaping. So hopefully that's a good enough update for you guys. Kind of show you the pond again. Water's looking nice. So yeah, once I get this all done, I'm gonna make another video showing everything off, and that'll be that. So hopefully this helps, and we'll see you in the next one.